Alright, microphone's still good. Just double checking the last few things. Yep. Yeah, I'll just wait for your intro off screen and I'll put my lab coat on. And then good. Hello everyone, thank you for joining me today. I decided to change it up a little bit. Doing it in the classroom was a little bit difficult, so we're going mobile today. So I want to talk to you a little bit about sound. So what is sound? So when I clap my hands and you hear that, what exactly is happening? So I'm putting energy into moving my hands to make it clap like that, right? So that energy's got to go somewhere, it can't just disappear. And between my hands are a whole bunch of air molecules. And if I go slow and try and squeeze them together, there's time for them to move out. But when I smack my hands together, I smoosh them all and they have to disappear or move out of the way really, really fast, and that actually makes a sound. So I dump energy into a sound. Well, if I have something much, much, much heavier, these are big, giant iron spheres, rusty, and with aluminum, and if I bang them together, something cool is gonna happen. So I'm actually mixing the iron oxide with the aluminum and creating thermite. And so when I dump all this energy into stopping them right there, there's so much energy, it actually ignites the thermite and makes this big loud boom. And so sound at its essence is just vibration. What you hear or what's going to the microphone right now is an actual mechanical sound wave. So when I strike this tuning fork, and then you can hear it, it's because this is vibrating and it's resonating in this chamber, which actually amplifies it so you can hear it better. So sound is just a vibration. So let's talk about sound waves, okay? Except for the Transformer, not the Transformer sound wave. He was a Decepticon and he was bad. So I rigged this up and I'm really happy with it because it's kind of hard to see sound waves. So what I have here is this really tiny fishing line. It's a 65-pound test, so I can pull it really, really tight. And on it, I have a slinky. And so when you clap your hands, you're sending a sound wave out, but you're not throwing all the air at somebody. You're actually slowly vibrating across all of those air molecules. So I can demonstrate that here. If you watch carefully, you'll see this little bundle of energy go, and if we're lucky, it'll actually echo back. So yeah, it's a little hard to see the echo. So that's like a sound wave. And so what if you played a tune or that tuning fork? So that when it vibrates, it's actually repeating itself. And so you can see it's just slowly transferring its energy down. So this is called a compression wave. Okay? It's pretty neat. I'm actually really happy with this setup because it's usually hard to see. So there's a difference between a compression wave and a transverse wave. But this is something you can try at home afterwards. So I've got a rope here. I've got this heavy orange climbing rope so that you can see it. And so instead of a compression wave, we're going to set up a transverse wave. So I'm going to send a wave, right? So I sent a wave. But waves are really cool because they interact with each other. So if I send a wave and it's going to reflect back, then you can start to manipulate those. You can get them to act together or act against each other. Just like in sound with the sound canceling headphones, it hears a sound, sees a wave, gives you the opposite wave, and will actually dampen it out. So let's see if we can get this going. So if you look, there's two spots in there that aren't moving. So that's called a node. Let me start over. It's hard to get it to go. So in those spots, the waves are interacting and they're canceling each other out. But on the other spots, the really tall spots, that's where the wave is interacting and building on itself. So there's really cool stuff with waves. And one thing I want to show you is you can use almost anything to make an instrument. So first I'm going to sanitize my hands because I have to touch my mouth a little bit. Let them dry.